If the Sabbath was good enough for Jesus, why isn't it for you? Imagine the dusty roads of Nazareth, the bustling crowds of Jerusalem, and the gentle whisper of the Galilean breeze. In the midst of his ministry, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the Savior of the world, honored the Sabbath. He walked into the synagogue, opened the scrolls, and read from the Scriptures, Luke 4:16. It was his custom, his practice, his holy habit. But here's the question. If the Sabbath was good enough for Jesus, why isn't it good enough for you? Think about it. We claim to follow Christ, to walk as he walked, to live as he lived. We preach, what would Jesus do? But conveniently forget what he did do. He kept the Sabbath, not Sunday, not the first day, but the seventh day as it was commanded from the beginning. Genesis chapter 2:2-3 clearly states, "And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it." This was not a mere suggestion, it was a declaration. God himself rested and made it holy, setting it apart for all of humanity. When Jesus walked this earth, he didn't change it. In fact, he reinforced it. In Matthew 5:17 he declared, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy but to fulfill." And fulfill he did, not by abolishing it, but by magnifying its purpose. He even called himself Lord of the Sabbath, Mark 2:28, not the Lord of Sunday, not the Lord of any other day. If Jesus is the Lord of the Sabbath, why would his followers reject what he is Lord over? But here we are, in a world that has chosen convenience over conviction, tradition over truth. The Catholic Church, in its own publications, admits that it changed the Sabbath to Sunday by its own authority, not God's. In the Convert's Catechism of Catholic Doctrine, it is stated plainly. Question: which is the Sabbath day? Answer: Saturday is the Sabbath day. Question: why do we observe Sunday instead of Saturday? Answer: because the Catholic Church transferred the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. But by what authority? Not the authority of Christ, not the apostles, not the Bible, but by the traditions of men. Jesus warned us about this. In Mark 7:7-9, he rebuked the Pharisees, saying, "In vain do they worship me, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men." If Jesus, the creator of heaven and earth, the one who was with the Father from the beginning, John 1:1-3, kept the Sabbath, what right do we have to cast it aside? Are we greater than our Master? Do we dare call him Lord, Lord, and not do what he commanded? Luke 6:46. So I ask you today, skeptics, pastors, imams, priests, and non-believers, if the Sabbath was good enough for Jesus, why isn't it good enough for you? If the Lord of the Sabbath honored it, how can you ignore it? If it was written by the finger of God on stone tablets and never erased, who has the authority to abolish it? The answer is simple: no one. The Sabbath is not just a day, it is a divine appointment. It is a mark of allegiance to the one who created you and the one who redeemed you. To cast it aside is to cast aside his command. If you truly love him as you claim, keep my commandments. John 14:15. The truth is clear, the path is straight, the choice is yours.